Meet Odeka Adedayo, a visionary entrepreneur and the founder of Rabboni Farms, a thriving fish farming and spices brand with a master's degree and a deep passion for agriculture. She is transforming the food industry by providing high-quality, sustainably farmed fish and flavorful, locally sourced spices. Through innovation and dedication, Odeka is not just feeding communities, she's creating opportunities, empowering farmers, and redefining the future of agribusiness. Rabboni Farms, where quality meets passion and nature's best is brought to your table.
Adedayo Odeka from Osun State, but I'm based in Lagos. I'm the visionary and the co-founder to Rabboni Farms. When I say a visionary, I mean I was the one that started. I was the one that brought in the idea, and it came out of interest. When I started initially, when I saw it, I was interested in it. And later I had passion for it. And my family members, particularly my husband, now came in to support, brought in the support and my children. So I call myself a co-founder because I work in collaboration with my husband and children. Yes, at Rabboni Farms, basically we are into catfish production. We start from fingerlings, we buy the fingerlings, and we train the fish. We grow them out and take them out for processing. And after processing, we package them for sales to the end user. Wow! In this business, there's been ups and downs. Sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes it could be downcasting. Initially I started about 10 years ago. When I told you I started out of passion. And when I started, really I had no mentor. I didn't have much knowledge about the business. So it got to a time we stopped doing it. And after the lockdown, around 2020 or thereabout, 2020, 2021, was when I picked it up again. And since then, there are lots of challenges. Sometimes you get to the farm and you see your fishes floating. You see them floating. Wonder what has happened. There are lots of. Sometimes you have challenges of fund, particularly inadequate fund, because catfish farming is capital intensive. You need a lot of money because every day, what Nigeria is saying now, every day the prices of feed kept on skyrocketing. And you don't have your fish in water and not feed them. So you must source for the fund. Even when you are not eating, your fishes must eat because they cannot talk. You have to take care of them. So that's been one of the challenges of fund, challenges of manpower. Because I told you I do with my husband and children. Children sometimes they are not around, going to work, going to school, and you can't imagine me entering the pond. So I had to sometimes source for adult workers, and sometimes it's difficult getting them. These days, these boys around, all they're after now is money. Going to Yahoo, quick money. Nobody wants to work. So sometimes it's very difficult for me to get who will come and wash the tanks for me, who will do my sorting for me. Those are some of the challenges. Also, sometimes we have environmental challenges. You want the water to flow. Where does it flow to? You have water, and the gutters are meant to go into the canal. But if most of the neighbors, maybe your neighbors, their gutters are not well kept, there will be flooding. You have a kind of flooding, and they'll come and tell you that your fish water is not passing through. But if they had made their own gutters flow, if they had kept their own gutters clean, the water will not really flow easily. So those are some of the challenges we have encountered. Yes, apart from where the catfish are from fingerling to table size, we're also into processing it. But we are not the ones doing the processing ourselves. I don't have the capacity to do that. But I take them out to other farmers that are into processing. I get the fishes from the pond, take them to the processors. They process them for me, and after the processing, I now come back to do the packaging. In spite of the economic situation, we're making profit, but not much. For example, when you're buying, let me give you an example. You are buying your feed for 10,000. Later you start buying it for 26,000. Definitely the cost of the fingerlings would have increased. Even the electricity cost is another crazy bill. With this band A, because I'm on band A. So you know what is that? Once you run your pumping machine, it's going. It's reading fast and all of that. But at the end of the day, having to sell now, we sell with little profit margin. In the sense that we don't want to lose our customers, and with our belief, we cannot tell lies. Most of the time, if maybe you have a product and you want to sell it for 2-4, and the person is buying like 5 or 6, and after doing your calculation, the total could be, let me just say maybe 9,600, and the person is sending money to you, the person could send 9,000 to you. I said, look at these people, they have cut off part of your profits. When you don't want to lose them, just tell them, that is my profit. And some of them are good enough, they'll send it back to you, but some will just smile, maybe send you an emoji, Those are the kind of challenges we feel. But we're still managing, just that the profit margin is so low. We have some other products that we have in Rabboni Farms, apart from the catfish. We have the crayfish, the stockfish, and also the suya spice, curry spice, and all-purpose seasoning. All these products are supplementary products. We have the crayfish and the stockfish are outsourced. We are not the producers. We go to the market, village market, to buy them. And this crayfish now is from Oron. I ordered them from Oron. This Oron crayfish. But we saw that when people are cooking, you don't just cook with fish. You want something to spice it up. You have your crayfish, you have your stockfish, and also the all-purpose seasoning. I have pepper soup spice. I have all-season spice, and I also make curry spices too. These spices are natural and they're organic. I decided to go into it because myself, I want to be healthy because I'm no longer getting younger. So now I try to look for what can I do, what can I eat, and I will not be eating things that are not good for my body. So I now decided to try it, and it's really doing well. I have not started branding it, but I sell it out to my relatives. I give it some samples to taste, but there are no preservatives in it. In Rabboni Farms, the one thing about our product is that people, they enjoy it and they keep coming back for more. And they keep saying that it's neat, it's clean, particularly the processed fish, the smoked catfish. It's neat, people come keep ordering. We're not even able to meet up with our demands. For that, we can meet up with demands, so we need to do more. And in our growth too, the last sales we had, we had massive, the fishes were big, and it gives you joy. It gives me joy when I see the outcome of my labor. It gives me joy. And of course, one is not. And again, at the same time, one is an employer of labor in one way or the other. We are able to put our food on the table, on people's table. So that's one of the things that makes it so amazing in this journey.
Hi, Adedayo.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
Rabboni smoked and oven dried catfish. Wow. So tell me a bit about your business. This series we're talking about cash flow. So I would like to know a bit about your business and how you make money.
Okay. I'm into catfish rearing I rear from fingerlings to table size.
Wow.
And at the same time, I sell fresh catfish and I sell smoked one. Because some people don't like it fresh, they prefer it smoked. So I take it for processing. I don't have the ability to do it myself. I don't have what I'll use. The machinery anyway to do it. So I take it out and process it.
So tell me, who are your customers? You know, you've told me now you sell fresh and you sell the oven dried, right? Who are your customers for the fresh fish and also the customers for the oven dried?
Basically, or majorly, my customers for the fresh fish are majorly farmers too.
Okay.
They come in to buy the melons and they go smoke them and resell too. And few customers that want to eat them fresh. Maybe festive season, they just call, we need mama, mommy, we need catfish, we need fresh catfish, and we call to
So how about the oven dried?
The oven dried, those ones I have more, they are friends, majorly friends. I have friends, I have people in my place of worship, people from my church, from my fellowship, from where I work to, because I still do some other things. Yes. From my office to
You
the
have two jobs. Well done. So please, I would like to know how you make money, how you attract these people. You know, when we talk about cash flow, cash cannot flow if you have not done what will make cash flow. And what makes cash flow is marketing. So how do you get these people for the fresh one, these farmers that come? Do you call them? Do you put it on your status? How do you get them?
You know, for the smoked one, I put them on my status, even this. And I belong to a cooperative.
Okay.
You know, so from the cooperative, farmers come around to buy from me because we are in the same group. And also, I tell people, that's the kind of marketing I do. Word of mouth, one-on-one marketing. I do it more, and I put on my status too, on my WhatsApp status.
Fantastic. So now let's come. We've now seen how you make money, and you can amplify it. Since you have a farm, a physical farm, I would suggest that you do some form of outreach program where people come. You can show them what you do, so they understand the journey, and when they understand the journey, they will appreciate and even buy at a cost. The hardware will come down, right?
Okay.
Well, that is one. Now let's ask and dig deeper. People have been buying from you. How has sales been? Your cash flow, is it really flowing, or you have challenges? I know we can say because of the economy and all that. Just tell us how it is. What are your biggest challenges when it comes to cash flow?
When it gets to cash flow, sometimes you want to buy the feed and you get there and the price has changed. And what do? You don't have any choice than to still buy. There was a time in a month, I think about 3 times, the prices kept on changing, yes. I say, it's the cost of raw material, and we all know what is going on. So we don't have any choice than to still buy it.
So how did you, that period, what happened in your business? Did you increase price? Did people stop buying because of price increase? We would like to hear that.
Fair enough. People didn't stop buying, but they understood. But sometimes I have some customers that will come, they will ask me, what is the price now? That's when you ask what is the price now, it's still the same thing.
Okay.
What is the price? I think there's a slight increment, you know. So
And they still accommodate.
they did.
Wow. You have amazing customers. And it's good. Find a way of communicating more often as things change, because I believe a lot of people now understand what is going on. Then also work with some pricing and costing experts that can guide you on how to factor in inflation into your costing. So when prices change, it will not shake you that much. And we would like to actually see how that happens in your business, because they know how to help you do that. It's not going to affect the current pricing that much. It's something that can be absorbed. So any other challenge around money, because that is actually what this segment is about.
Yes.
What other one?
Yes, we have limited capital or limited cash flow or limited money
To buy things.
to buy things. No, the buying of the fingerlings is not even the problem, because if you're buying it, it's not too expensive.
Okay.
Not too expensive. It's the feeding. The feeding and the cost of there are other. It's not only food now. Talk about electricity.
Costs.
Electricity, the printing, the cleaning of the pond, We have different types of ponds. We have plastic ponds, we have concrete. Right now, I use plastic ponds.
Okay.
But if I am able to afford, I could do the concrete ones, which is better, because fishes grow faster and
Really?
better in the concrete,
I've learned something new.
in the concrete tank.
Wow.
So if we have the fund as a business enterprise, we prefer to have the concrete ponds and to expand our. I told you we are able to meet demands.
Let me advise a bit. I study graphics,
Okay.
right? Your next, when we follow up on you, I would like you to share an update on this.
Okay.
When you produce these labels in full color, they cost more. Alright? So you could think of, it's a new year, you could think of rebranding, and you can have one beautiful color. So you print on white or black, and it's one color, you will still see the picture of the fish, the name and everything. That will reduce cost for you. Full color printing is not cost effective. We already know the brand. We will produce, we will still buy. And the design will come out nice. But when you are printing full color, they are printing 4 colors. If possible, they are even printing 5. That is cost. But when you are doing black and white, they are printing 1 color. Okay, that's one way you can actually save cost. For the other ones, I know that some are out of your control, alright? But however you can try to reduce costs, if someone used to come every time, you can actually look for people that can help you do it maybe at a lower cost. And the ones you can do, I remember you said you do this with your children, the one they can support, because this is,
And my husband.
and your husband. So this is some ways you can actually cut down on costs. Look at all the things you do on a daily basis that take money out of the business. What can you block? What can you reduce? What can be outsourced at a lower cost? All these are ways you can actually bring down the cost of operation. So you can, then you need to identify your more customers, right? Go beyond church, friends, this regular circle. They might be calling your name and looking for Rabboni somewhere else. So you need to put yourself out there. Where are the places that they are lacking what you currently have in abundance in a particular place? Take it out there. Even the customers you currently have, you can create a referral scheme where I have bought from you. I will tell another person And maybe because I've told that person I can get a discount on my next purchase, that person gets something. So it becomes a chain. It's marketing that brings cash, for cash to flow. So if you need more money to come into the business, we're not talking about borrowing. You need to market more to the ideal customers that will buy your product, and money comes into the business. So work on your marketing beyond your immediate customers. Use them to get other people to come in. People will definitely want to use your product because they will cook all sorts of things. So it's not something we buy once in a year. As they come, make an offer, refer 1 or 2 people, get this, just sit down, brainstorm it. So it's a win-win situation. My next purchase, I'm getting 1% off. The person I brought is getting 1%. The person brings another person. So it, you know how to do chain chorus, prayer chain. So please do marketing chain in your business. I would like to see this when we come to you for updates and feedback in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, and we know that this is going to help your cash flow. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
It's good to have this chat with you about your cash flow, and we pray that Rabboni becomes a global brand, and we will all have August to say, well done. And to our listeners, you have heard from Rabboni and you have learned something. Don't forget, it's marketing that brings money into the business. Every other thing takes money out of your business. So work on your marketing. Identify the customers you need and put your message out there for them to come to you. Your existing customers are assets. Let your existing customers help you tell your story. Let them sing your song out there and more people will come. So don't forget, follow us on all our social media platforms. Leave your comments, leave your feedback. Let's know the things you want us to do more for you as a business owner. We'll see you in another episode. Thank you for hanging out with us.